Hello YouTube, Dan here, we're back, Groundwork Berserk, you know us, see us on TikTok or YouTube, whatever you prefer. We're cracking on today. What you saying, Biss?
Not a lot, just looking forward to getting the week going. We're going to do some drainage today, get the manhole covers up, get going, get some pipes under the flooring that we've done. It's
Make some money.
Good. All going good.
That'd be good, make some money, yeah. Alright, here we go, we'll give you a quick rundown. So we are in the beautiful Shoreham by Sea. Well no, it's not Shoreham, this is Sompting by Lancing, not far from Brighton. It's a lovely old spot actually, we're a little bungalow here. We're in the middle of an extension. It's like a double extension, it's not even a wraparound. You can see we're up to damp, block and beam floor is in. Didn't film any of that because I didn't do it, the bricky done that. Yeah, so you can see two kind of side and a rear extensions, quite unusual. And we have, if you've been on our TikTok, you'll have seen this gigantic retaining wall here. We're midway through this. We've put about 15 cubic metres of concrete in this. It is a monster, yeah. And it's all being fronted by blockwork, which will later be rendered. And you can see things like weep holes. And everything gets tied in by these returns, every 900mm returns, and then there'll be some steps built up the centre there. So yeah, you can see the garden is what, 2 metres? I mean, it's above my head, the garden. So yeah, so let's get cracking, let's get some drainage in, let's not keep it too boring. Okay guys, this is the drawing we're working to. You can see the side extension and the rear extension. Let's get my finger on here. So we're basically bringing a drainage from here up to an inspection chamber, here a gully to catch water, another inspection chamber. We're going to pick up an ACO or a linear drain all the way across the back of that retaining wall I just showed you, down to their house, another one there, pick up a new toilet and into the existing manhole there. These are all inspection chambers, so that gives you an idea of what we're doing if you want to study that a bit longer. And I would say, if you're new to the industry, if you're a labourer or you're looking to learn, or you're growing and improving all the time, try and learn about drawings, you know, take a look at them, you know, try and figure them out and know what you can, because really, if you can't read drawings, then you can't really progress in your career. Yeah? You'll always be a labourer. That's really the key. Anyway, so that's basically the last of the run. That's where we're going to come to. So we're going to have a little measure up there and take some levels with a laser level, so we know the depth of that. And then going on 40 to 1 full, we're going to work out our heights all the way through to the back, and then we know pretty much how deep our drainage will have to be. I can tell from looking at that it's going to be very shallow. So, you know, and really we want to be 100mm under the ground as a bare minimum, and I'm not even sure we're going to get that, but we'll do the measurements now, we'll see. Alright guys, so look, we've got the digger started. We've got the big digger on the back of the van. We buy these alley ramps from a company called the Ramp People. They're in the southeast. Be careful when you're taking the machine on and off. It's pretty sketchy, and you'll see what I mean. When you hit the balance point, well, she want to go, look, you'll see. Yeah. But then once you've done that, really, you're away. It's nice and easy. No rush, take your time, the ramps ain't going nowhere. She's off. That's far better than having a trailer. What are you saying, Biss?
Not a lot, just always remember to know the weight of what you're putting on your van and know the weight that your van can take, because if you're 10% over, you could be taken to court.
I love this little digger, it's made me a lot of money over the years. Little 3/4 ton, 750mm wide, it will go through your house. So yeah, if you're getting into diggers, buy one of these first. You can do, I've dug swimming pools with this. Move that cable. So here we go. We've got the little micro digger around the back. Drop the bucket off. We've got a retaining wall to the left there. You can see. We're just going to clear the top of that foundation, and we're going to try and flatten the ground. Obviously, where we've dug our footings, it's not flat. The bricklayer's been in there. We're going to kind of backfill that. Essential. Do not mess around. You need your digger on level ground. That is essential. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Alright, drainage basics, here we go. So this is an inspection chamber, yeah? You can see which way the water has to flow. It points, yeah? But as a rule, right, ideally we're coming 45 degrees off of the building and back. It'd be a lot easier for us to actually connect to this one, but you don't. The main flow always goes through the centre, yeah? Which is, if you can see, is lower, yeah? So what we'll do, when we put this in the ground, we'll have it here. We'll actually put it halfway. I want to go that way and I want to go this way. And then with two 45-degree bends on the end, that'll take us in the direction we want to go. Still roddable. And that's how it works. Then you can, if you've got extra connections, they can by all means go on those other two openings in that chamber. But that is a rule that you do. So yeah. Did you learn something there, maybe? Alright guys, you joined us after we've kind of done the pipe work. So there's our inspection chamber in the ground. We've got a hopper here to pick up a down pipe that's going to come off the roof for the rainwater. Now, everything you've seen us do here is for rain or storm water, whatever you prefer to call it. It is not for foul or sewage. This means we don't need to put shingle around it. We've got a good fine granular chalky material which does the job, so that is within regulations, that's allowed. Obviously if this had been foul pipe or sewage pipe, you'd have to put shingle around it. What you can't see here is we like to bed our inspection chambers on a little bit of dry concrete. I just like to know it's not going to move. You can just bed it on the shingle, but that's my preference. So we've got this far today. Not as far as we'd like to have got in a day, but that's where we're at. And Biss, can you show everyone how to use that? We'll show them that tool we got. I'm sure they'll like that.
So this is a beveled pipe cutter, as you can see around here. So these things, they're fucking sick. They can last like 20 years. We've got one in the van. I'll go show you if it wasn't fucking long shit. As you can see, turns on here, stays on, and it bevels as you cut.
Yeah, really good. If you're looking to buy one, we'll show you it working here. I'll take a cut out of this. Marcrists make these. They're about 60 quid. There is a company called Trojan that make them for 40 quid. That'll do, mate. That gives you the idea of what you get in the end. So as you're cutting it, it's beveling the pipe, ready to use. Brilliant tool. Really good.
Fucking
yeah?
certain.
Alright guys, next day we are putting some drainage into the extension to pick up a toilet and a bathroom, and then there's like a laundry room at the back. Worth noting, so me and Biss have got well behind this morning. We had to go and get materials and mess around, and everyone's got in our way and slowed us down, including Charlie at the back there, who's got in our way at every opportunity. Now the issue we've had now is we're rushing trying to get the job done, and then what we're doing is we're making mistakes. I mean, there's no way around it. We're just making mistakes because we're rushing to get the work done. And I think it's worth mentioning that, you know, sometimes you just got to roll with the punches and let it happen. You know, if things aren't going your way, don't stress it. You know, it'll happen. So that's worth saying. Anyway, we're cracking on. Alright guys, we are here with the drainage. You can see, alright, look, that's our manhole. That was not as deep as we'd hoped. We had a 450 mil gap from ground level to invert. Invert, when I say invert, that means the bottom of that pipe, yeah? That's the invert level. So everything is obviously dictated by that height. You can see here, we've got a toilet here, and we've got a sink there. It's going to drop down into that, and there's a laundry room at the back for that third pipe. That's all in under the floor, ready to go. Now we've got this manhole where we're going to pick up the stormwater here, join it onto the foul system. We've been given permission to create a combined system. Now, as a rule in the UK, you can't just join foul water with rainwater. We used to do it a lot, but now they want you to always take your rainwater out to the ground and soak it away into the ground and back into the system, yeah, and let the system clean the water, so that our country isn't paying to clean basically rainwater, yeah. But there are occasions like this where there's nowhere to put a soak away, or the ground conditions, you might be able to prove that the ground conditions don't soak the water away, and so you can come up with a combined system, and that's exactly what we got here. So you'll see in a minute, we're going to drill a hole through the back of this pipe. It's a little bit difficult because we've already got an existing pipe in the centre of that manhole. So we'll come in from this side, drill through, bench it all up, get these concreted in, shingle all round. Don't forget, once this pipe runs into the inspection chamber, that then becomes a foul drain rather than a storm drain like this one, and we need to put shingle around everything there, and that is the rule. So yeah. So we've dug down the back of the manhole. We've got a little drill here, core drill. We're just going to drill through, and that's ready for us to take a pipe right through it. Have a look. You can hear the sound of that drill kind of stopping and starting. That's because nowadays they have a clutch, but in the old days they didn't have a clutch. The thing would rip out your arm, break a wrist. Awful. All right, so after a lot of wrangling, we've got that big inspection chamber in. We're all connected up. We've got this hole drilled. We've got the pipe in position. A little bit of tidying up to do there with some, we'll concrete that up really. But that is good to go. We've tested all our pipe work. Everything's running. Yeah, we're done. We're going to shingle this up, concrete the all the manhole covers that we've put in, and we're on to the next job. Annoyingly, it's more drainage, but we'll keep you updated.